tea, good tea. How you doing? This is Ed Gray, Commish Radio Show, doing my thing, chilling at Gray Haven, reading a couple of books, getting caught up on my book reading. Normally I read a book a week, but because I was finishing up this dissertation, I had to devote more time to it than I did my book reading. So I'm gonna read a couple of quick books at the end of the year. One of them I'm gonna read is called Parallels in Autocracy: How Nations Lose Their Liberty by Wolfgang Mack, by Dr. Wolfgang Mack. Go ahead and pick it up. There it is. I want to talk about autocracy, and that's what we're gonna go into on January 20th, because the President of the United States at that time will be Donald Trump. And as Donald Trump will be president, one of the things that he will be doing, as this is going off in the background, we're getting people called in already because of what we're talking about, so you may hear that go off from time to time. Autocracy is when you have a group of people who run the country itself, and it's not a democracy. We elected a democracy. We elected Donald Trump to be president. I don't know why in the hell we did that. Still beyond me, but why in the hell we did that? Still beyond me. But what ends up happening is that we end up having these billionaires. We're used to having millionaires run the country, but now we have billionaires run the country. Yeah, like Donald Trump's a billionaire, Elon Musk a billionaire, and they look out for other billionaires, and every once in a while they look out for a couple of millionaires. So what does that leave thousandaires? It leaves them out in the cold. Yeah, out in the cold. But January 6th has left us a lot of people out in the cold, because January 6th is the reason why Donald Trump was indicted on several things. And also it was one of the reasons why he was impeached. Anyone in Dallas understands that. Anyone in North Dallas and other parts of North Dallas, they really don't care, because they like to vote for Donald Trump. But somewhere along the line, we have to come to our common senses. And coming to our common senses means that we have to turn to realize that what we have is going to be pretty bad. Because on January 20th, when Trump is sworn in, what he's going to do is going to say January 6th didn't even exist. Yeah, he's going to hook his boys and his girls up. He's going to give them all pardons. Well, I don't know that for sure, but I'm pretty sure that'll happen. Rudy Giuliani, yeah, he'll be pardoned. He'll have to pay back that money, but he'll be pardoned. Pardon me, but I think it's a messed up deal. A messed up deal in which America has voted for autocracy over democracy. And it's so messed up that what we're going to end up seeing is that we're going to see him and his minions run this country. It's going to be really messed up. January 6th, you saw what happened on January 6th. You saw them storm the Capitol. But as he said, he meaning Trump said, this was a peaceful demonstration. A peaceful demonstration in which one person was killed. A peaceful demonstration in which excrement was put all through the Capitol walls, and you saw the tape. You saw the tape and you saw what happened. But trust me, he's going to give these people a pardon. He's going to give these people a pardon because, well, gangsters look out for gangsters. 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue will be gangster's paradise, if you're a political gangster, that is. But a political gangster that we have elected as president of the United States. Ooh, wait a minute, hold on, someone's at the door. Man, I thought it was one of Trump's people, because they're everywhere. They're everywhere, and they're going to be out to get people like me and you who happen to be against what he's standing for. And what he's standing for is absolutely nothing, but what he's standing for is himself. And what he's standing for is himself, is he's looking out for himself. It's going to be graft, greed, corruption. Well, on unprecedented scales. We've often had that, but it's going to be so much wide in the open. Wide in the open. Yeah, check it out. Trust me on this one. Trust me on this one, because he has said from day one, he's going to be a dictator. He said he's going to be a dictator for a day. Yeah, right, a day, right. How many dictators are only there for a day? They stay as long as they want to stay. Yeah, that's the reason why January 6th happened. Because, see, January 6th was supposed to certify an election that he lost. He lost, fair and square. But he decided, meaning Trump decided that, no, that won't stand. And that he will be with these people. And he'll be right there with them. He'll walk down Pennsylvania Avenue and be right there. January 6th didn't happen. Sort of like I'm telling my age now, what didn't happen when I watched Dallas. You remember Dallas, that show back in the day with J.R. Ewing, those cool cowboy hats and everything. And they killed off Bobby Ewing, and Bobby ended up coming back to the show because they said it was a bad dream. Yeah, America's dream is now America's nightmare for some of us. But January 6th did happen. But we can't erase it from out of the history books. Yeah, perhaps we can. Yeah, perhaps they'll come up with some other kind of deal in which they'll change the wording of it. And January 6th insurrection will not be the January 6th insurrection. It will be the January 6th love-in. Well, I'm not loving this American love style. So I will be fighting in the streets, I guess, like I always have been, because I do believe in America. I don't believe in the American dream. Yep, I said it. Because Martin Luther King himself said that in 1967, since we always quote King all the time. But remember, King said in 1967, my dream has become the nightmare. And Donald Trump is the nightmare. Thank you for listening and watching Rewind. Also join us together. Also contribute to the Ed Gray Commission Radio Show through Cash App with the Gray Vision 2020. You can see clearly. Take care.